This is breaking news.
Triston Harper reflects on American Idol journey. It became my life. I loved it. When someone else's name was called to round out the top 3 on American Idol, there was a look of surprise on Triston Harper's face, but the camera cut away too quickly for the emotion to register. Looking back, Harper says it was straight-up shock. Harper and his mother, Hattie Mae Sullivan, had a lot to say about the Idol experience and the work they've been doing since then, laying the groundwork for his future career in music. But before he could begin that work, Harper had to accept that his run on the show had ended one episode sooner than he would have liked. To recap, at the end of the May 12th episode, host Ryan Seacrest told Will Mosley and A.B. Carter that they'd made it to the top 3. That left Harper, Emmy Russell, and Jack Blocker waiting to see which one of them would go on. It was Blocker's name that Seacrest called, and Carter went on to win. It took a while to sink in. Everybody that I talk to, they give me so much faith that I'm for sure gonna make top 3, that even if I didn't win it, I had top 3, he said. And for a little while, I believed it. So I went through every bit of my performances and I just knew I had top 3 on the amount of votes that people were telling me that I had. And I just knew that I was gonna make top 3. And so when Ryan Seacrest called Jack Blocker's name, it was the shock of, this is what I woke up every day and loved doing, and now I don't get to do this anymore, said Harper, who's from McIntosh, Allah. It was more of a shock, hurt kind of thing, No disrespect to Jack Blocker because Jack Blocker sang and Jack Blocker did exactly what he had to do every morning, just like I did. But I just really thought I had it. But he's a very talented guy. The comment about every morning opens a window into the fact that viewers only see a tiny portion of what goes into an American Idol campaign. Maya Matthews, another Alabama singer who made it to the top 10, recently said the show had involved about 2 months of work without an off day. Harper agreed that it was a full-time job. For me, as a 15-year-old little boy, it was a lot of work, he said. Every day I had my vocal coaching, which I did for 2 hours. I had a wardrobe, which they put you in about 70 different outfits, so they kind of mastered what you were gonna look like on camera. Then you had your blocking, which is what you do on stage. They practice everything you're gonna do. And we did that every day. That was life for me. I ate and slept it. Anything you can think of, I did it. It became my life. I loved it for me. I don't know about everybody else. I loved it so much. Sharing a room with a little brother who was too excited to sleep might have been another challenge, Harper hinted. But family played a big role in his Idol experience. Harper's mother said she struggled to balance the need to be there for her son with the need to let go. He's always been my baby, she said. He's always been a mama's boy, but he's very mature for his age, even though he is still 15. At one point she had to tell producers that if there wasn't a way for her to bring her other 3 sons with her, then she wasn't going to be able to accompany Triston to Hawaii and Los Angeles. They were able to come along, but she still couldn't be there every minute. She said she felt the show's producers did a good job taking care of underage competitors, however. One of the things that I do love about it is that they do keep their minors separate from the others, she said. Guardians also are assigned to stay with the minors, so that they are never unaccompanied. They made me feel safe enough to sign those papers and say, okay, y'all can be here with him if I'm not here, she said. And I just let him be him and I let him spread his wings. I probably cried all night long just not knowing if it was the right decision, not knowing what was going to happen. Not really. I had all kinds of people in my ear telling me not to do it, that it was signing my baby away, but I didn't see that nowhere in the words that was on there. I didn't see it. So I was just like, you know what? God, I trust you, she said. I'm just gonna be a mother to my other children and I'm gonna be here for Triston when he needs me, that this is what he's gonna be doing the rest of his life. So he needs to get a feel of it without mama being there to make every decision. That's one thing on which mother and son are both dead certain. Harper will make a career in entertainment. I really didn't know what I was gonna do after the show, and mama got on it, Harper said. The night I got eliminated, she hopped on it that same night and has been getting me gigs, bookings.